How did you manage handoffs when 3 different teams from 3 different time zones were working? And that's a great question.
Great
And that was
question.
a great problem we ran into immediately.
Yeah.
Um,
We sliced everything very small so that each team could actually take, and then people are always polling and pushing, to try. So we always had the latest and greatest.
yeah, so like walking through this, at least in the US, it was fine because we established working hours, and it wasn't a full 8 hours, but 6 hours where most of the team or all the team you're expected to kind of be around. And then you might be working before that, you might be working after that, but those are the core working hours. So if there's any synchronization or anything that we need to do, we're doing. The other thing to mention that we didn't mention was we were multi-mobbing. So we had 8 of us. We were mob programming typically in teams of between 2 to 4 developers,
Yeah.
sometimes 5 to 7 if it was a big problem. The beginning of the project, when we're first building everything, we definitely were bigger.
Very large. Yeah.
But then introducing the time zones like Europe and India, where that's not going to work with the working hours. We use this technique just called shepherding, where we had some folks that were experts on the team, just folks that just were around and kind of knew a lot of the code base. Kind of joined them for like first 2 or 4 weeks.
Couple out, yeah.
Again, and we made sure that was okay because some people were like waking up at 1 a.m. or something like that. And then what Wyatt was saying, which is we were slicing stories up very thinly to make it so, okay, I could see how from this existing product, how this little piece could fit in.
Yes.
And trying to make them small enough that it was, you could figure out kind of where the feature was, and also making sure that product was on board to be able to answer questions. There's a little bit of a longer delay, but we were able to make it work.
Yeah, we're doing lots of story mapping and discovery trees, and people who took those small pieces of work, that team took the small piece of work, we'd make sure that everyone was involved with the mapping and acceptance criteria and the discovery trees to know what we need to do.
Right. And then we always did have a morning sync where we had a little bit of overlap with everyone.
Yes.
And we could get out any questions or help needed in those sessions.